You guys hear me?
Yeah, thanks, Coach. We'll go ahead and get started tonight with James Ham.
Hey, Luke, how are you?
I'm great, James. You?
Good. Hey, you guys have had a little bit of time to digest all of this off-the-court drama. Just have you guys talked as a team, number one, and number two, in the age of COVID, how difficult is it to sort of have bonding moments with teams without the ability to go have big team dinners and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, the bonding opportunities are definitely not there like normal, like what you're talking about, James. Road trips and getting together, and whether it's dinners or putting together a bowling, something like that. But we do spend a lot of time together at the hotels. You can't really go anywhere, so it happens just in a different way. As far as with the team, our focus is on Golden State. Our focus is on being locked into what these guys do, watching what Steph did last night and scoring 62. So again, that's where our attention is at, and that's what we discuss as a group.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Luke, what was going through your mind when you were watching, Steph go off the way he did last night? And Steve was talking about how he's expecting something crazy from you tonight and the way you guys defend it.
Well, my first thought was this is a lot of fun to watch, and then my second thought was, crap, we have to defend that tomorrow night. So it was kind of on both ends of the spectrum there. But I love watching Steph play. He's an unbelievable player, and to do what he's done for this game, especially coming in at his size, and it's really impressive, and it's really changed the way that the game is played. So. That was a big time performance from him, and it's up to us to try to do everything we can to make life hard on him tonight. Throw different looks at him, throw different people on him, and really just try not to let him get any easy ones. Definitely don't let him get the 20 free throws that he shot last night.
Marshall Harris.
Luke, you talked about watching that and just throwing, I guess, an array of different styles at him to throw him off or whatever. Where does he rank for you? I know he doesn't have Clay, and a lot of people thought that he wouldn't be as effective without that spacer on the other side of the court, or however you want to put it. But where does he rank for you in terms of current scorers and guys that you just have to find a way to slow down?
Yeah, he's right up there on the top of the list. He never stops moving. He can score from all levels. A big message to our team is he might be most dangerous when he gets off the ball. And that's when you normally kind of naturally relax, and that's when his team's looking for him to fly off of pin-in screens. So, any mistake you make, he's going to make you pay. So he's a large part of our game plan tonight, as far as where we spend time and energy focusing on.
Deuce Mason.
Hey, Luke, I want to go back to that second half against Houston. I was curious, when you look back at the tape from that game, is that stuff that's kind of easy to clean up? Like, what was the main issue with the offense that you saw in that second half?
Yeah, it was pretty clear to me. It was they picked up their intensity, and we let that happen to us. We let them start pushing us further and further off of our spots. The simple ways to clean that up is screen harder, cut harder, do your work early, and they won that battle in the second half. And then the other part was we even showed it with the guys, because again, I'm very happy with how we're playing and the energy we're competing with, and I don't want them thinking for one sec that we should be having our heads down right now. So we showed the guys we missed a lot of shots in that second half. Shots that if you're going to win games, you got to make, and you're not going to make them every night. But the message to the guys was more like, let's also be real about the fact that we had an off shooting night in the second half. So between the two things of them pushing us up, getting more aggressive with us and us not responding to that, and on top of that, missing a bunch of shots and layups that if you're going to win games, you got to make that. That kind of the combination of those things caused a poor second half from the offensive end. We were really good defensively in that second half.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke, how you doing?
Good, Jason.
Hey, I was running a couple of minutes late with my computer, but Hassan, I know he didn't get a lot of minutes in Houston. Is this a matchup where you figure you could use him more?
Yeah. I talked to some before. There's some strategy things going into the Houston game without Tyrese being out there. I was trying to create some different looks to look at a couple different things. So that that's it's like I told him, it's a long season and we're going to need him and to stay ready. But that going into that specific game, I had told him that there's a chance that I might not call his name tonight.
Rusty Simmons.
Hey, Coach, I was going to ask a two-parter. One, just a handful of games into this year, early impressions of James Wiseman. And two, in 2011, rookies struggled so much with no summer league and a short training camp. Now that you've seen what Wiseman and Tyrese are doing, is there something different about this crop of rookies that's allowing them to succeed right away?
No, I'd say it's good coaching. Both of them have good coaches, but it's I don't know why you're laughing. Listen. Tyrese is a very good player. He's very intelligent. I haven't had time to watch all the rookies. I don't know if this is a trend across the league right now, this short into the game. I've only seen why he missed the preseason, so I've only seen his last couple games in scouting for Golden State. But yeah, he's a very talented young man. And it helps. He's playing next to Steph Curry and Draymond and guys like that can really help get him in spots. And Steve, being who he is, that's a very helpful thing for a young player. So, I don't know if it's the group as a whole, but the two you named are, it's only 6 games in, but they're both off to a pretty good rookie campaign.
Janie McCauley.
Hi, Luke. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you. Just talking to Steve a minute ago about the idea of playing 2 teams or the same team on, twice in a row, like they did with Portland, like you just did at Houston. Steve thinks it's a good thing for a young team because you can make an adjustment right away. And defensively, they did things differently against Lillard and CJ. And what's your thought on that? And I mean, certainly long term, it's not necessarily what you guys want, but right now, is that a good learning experience for young players?
Yeah, I think it is. I think you get a good opportunity to work on making adjustments, 2, to get a feel for what a team really does. Sometimes you only play a team once and then you don't play them again for 3.5 months, so you kind of forget about who they were. So if you play them twice, you get some really good reps at understanding what personnel is. I think that's definitely a good experience. I mean, playoff teams get to go through that at the end of the season. But for some young players, that's a nice experience. And it's also a challenge, right? They're going to make adjustments on you. What you did the first game is going to be much harder to do coming game 2. So it works on both ends. But overall, yeah, I'd say good experience.
All right, we have time for a few more questions tonight. Tony Harvey.
Can you hear me, Coach?
I got you now, Tony.
Oh, great, Coach Walton. This is going back. I'm just going back to what James Walton. I'm sorry, James Ham asked you early in this session. Has the NBA contacted any of the teams? There's a few vaccines on the market right now, so that's what they're trying to do. Get everybody vaccinated. Has the NBA contacted any of the teams to give you guys any type of intelligence of what's going on here going in the future, since they're trying to get everybody vaccinated and hopefully cleared, through 2021? Yeah,
Tony, if they have, it hasn't made its way to me yet. The only updates we get are just the protocols to go through. As far as what needs to happen with the games and the travel and the mask. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about the vaccines, but that's the way it should be. Until something's going to happen, we got enough on our plate. We'll let the front office people handle that type of stuff. But I have not heard on that yet.
Jason Anderson.
Hi, Luke. Good to see you today.
Thanks.
Hey, It sounds like you're saying you didn't address many of the kind of the off-court stuff with the team today. You encountered some of this with the Lakers. You've always been really professional, and how you've dealt with it. And I just wonder in this situation, I know you try to keep it from being a distraction or a problem within the walls of the locker room, but does this rise to the level where a conversation is needed with maybe Marvin and or De'Aaron?
Yeah, no, it's not. If it becomes a team issue, then we'll discuss it as a team. But I don't see it as that. I see it. Our team issue for tonight is Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, and that's where all of our focus and energy and efforts are going towards. So, if anything ever starts to impact the team, then I'll look at it as a team issue that needs to be talked about or addressed. But right now, we don't have any of those.
Last question for Coach G-Man. G-Man, you're on mute.
Gotcha. Okay. Coach, in talking about Steph Curry, obviously so much attention focused on him, but I'm sure there are other concerns other than Steph Curry in this game tonight. Can you elaborate what they might be?
Absolutely. Wiggins is a high level scorer. They got Draymond. We didn't play against Draymond in the preseason. He's running into drags, and if you try double teaming when he becomes a playmaker on that short roll, he creates all sorts of problems for you. What he creates on the defensive end for them too. We have to be solid with our cuts, solid with our screens. Otherwise, he'll be in there getting steals and whatnot. Oubre is a very good player. I know he's really struggling from three right now, but he's still aggressively attacking and doing other things really nice. So look, they got a good team here. We know Bay's coming off the bench. He did that stuff for us last year. So they got a lot of weapons that we gotta be ready to compete against tonight.
One more question, Mark Jones. Mark, you're on mute.
Yep. Hey, Luke, just one quick thing, kind of off the court thing. I remember about 4 or 5 years ago inside the Warriors locker room, there was a famous quote now up on Steve's office wall that said, quote, "We're a really good team when we don't do dumb SHI, you know what?" Right. And he attributed that to you. True or not?
Listen, there is some truth to that. There is some truth. I'm not going to tell you how much of it is true, but there is some truth to that. Yes.
Okay, man. Have a good one tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it, Mark.
All right, that concludes tonight's pre-game availability. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Guys, appreciate it.